I do want to turn now to some breaking news that is just into CNN as Steve Bannon could be headed to jail very soon. A D.C. appeals court has just upheld the former Trump chief strategist's contempt of Congress conviction. Paula Reed has been following this story very closely. Paula, I mean, Steve Bannon has been trying to get this overturned. What's the latest?
Yeah, it's been going on for a while. Here, the U.S. Court of Appeals upheld this conviction. He had a 4-day trial. He was convicted by a jury for criminal contempt of Congress. Now I would expect he will likely appeal this to the Supreme Court, so it's unclear if he'll be going to jail soon. But he argued that there was certain evidence that was excluded from his case. Now, he refused to comply with a subpoena from the January 6th committee. He argued that he was waiting to get more clarity about potential executive privilege. But remember, he wasn't at the White House at this point. And again, the jury did not find that to be a credible reason to ignore a subpoena. He is not the only Trump ally who found themselves in this position. Peter Navarro recently reported to federal prison to start serving a sentence for a similar conviction. Now, they have slightly different tracks in the federal judiciary, which is why one is just taking a little bit longer, sort of luck of the draw. But yeah, Peter Navarro also appealed to the Supreme Court. They were not willing to engage on this case, so he is in prison, and Steve Bannon could soon be as well.
I mean, it's pretty remarkable, Kristen Holmes. I mean, these are two, they would self-describe as loudmouths, always out in front of the camera, always kind of this defiant, didn't feel like they had to comply with that congressional subpoena. And I don't think either of them thought that it would end up in this way. I mean, Peter Navarro certainly didn't. And he was on his way to this Miami prison. It's next to the zoo. You can hear the lions roar, we are told, from where this prison is. I mean, it's safe to say he did not think that he'd be in this position.
No, absolutely not. I mean, I think that they kind of went with the same strategy that Donald Trump himself does, which is deny, deny, delay, delay, push this as far as you can. I certainly think Peter Navarro never thought that he would be reporting to jail at any point. I mean, they kept pushing this through. I think, as you said, the Supreme Court saying no thanks. It's likely that they would do the same thing with Bannon's case, and he could likely be in jail as well. I think the other thing to point out here is that both of these people are still Trump loyalists. They're still around Donald Trump. Now, they're not nearly as close to the former president as they used to be, but it is interesting that you have these two people who are in Donald Trump's orbit, close to him, revere him, and now two of them might be going to prison.
What could the sentence for this look like for Steve Bannon?
Well, he faces, potentially years in prison, but it's unlikely he'll do that. I just want to note that Alvin Bragg, bringing it back to Manhattan, has just made a rare appearance inside court.
He's only been in there once so far, right?
Yeah, only once.
Maybe twice, once at the beginning.
Once at the beginning, and then one other time. And sources told me he came in the second time because several Manhattan DA employees were testifying, again, as evidence, right? These summary witnesses, because the defense attorneys won't agree to stipulate. So he came in to support them. But it's interesting that he's back. I wonder if we're going to hear, we actually are going to hear likely today from one of the Manhattan DA paralegals who previously testified. She helped to get in some social media posts. It could be that that's why he's back in the court. But I just want to note, he has taken such a different approach to this case as compared to prosecutors in Georgia and even the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James. She hit the mics on her way into court, on her way out of court to spar on social media with Trump. Alvin Bragg has said absolutely nothing throughout the entire course of this case.
A lot of breaking news on multiple legal fronts. Steve Bannon may be headed to jail soon. As Paula just noted, here in Manhattan, we are seeing a rare appearance by the district attorney inside the courtroom.